our discovery and our practice, it's about supplementary Reiki techniques, always suggested by the founder of the system, Mikao Usui. Supplementary Reiki by Mikao Usui. First of all, you know that Reiki, it's always the energy what we are looking for. We're looking for special vibrations. We're looking for special condition when our body is receiving the vibrations and the energy by tuning us. That's why we have Reiki attunement, right? Because we have this kind of realignment with universal energy. Universal energy. And we understand that when we practice Reiki, this inner light or transcendental light, what we using, the science saying it's 1,000 times more intensive, that it's 1,000 less intensive that can be seen with the naked eye. But of course, when we measure the voltage, when we measure the hertz in the hands, what the hands of the practitioner produce, we can see it's completely different. If normal people produce about 0.4 hertz, the hands, normal hands in normal conditions, the Reiki practitioners produced up to 9 hertz, up to 40 hertz sometimes. So the lightening in our hands very much change when we practice Reiki. And that's why Gassho, Kokyu, this is a meditation what we work simply with enhancing the condition of our hands, because Hasho, Koyuho or meditation, it's a way to improve the lightening, if you want, to improve the condition of our hands. Usually, of course, when we practice Reiki, we know that especially the first level, the basics level, we always need to touch people with our hands. That's why hands become the instrument, healing instrument. And really the energy will be distributed by the palms of our hands. We know that on our hands we have few energetical points, acupressure points. First of that, it will be on the center of the palms of the hand. When we fold the wrist like this, between the third and the fourth finger, we have a Lao Gun point, the most powerful on our hands. And we have the meridians coming or starting with each fingertip. So these areas, especially central part of the palms and the fingers, usually produce maximum energy. When we place our hands on ourselves, on the client, on the object, right away with the connection, when we are in the connection, the hands start producing different energy. That's why before starting the session, we do the prayer position, or what we call Gassho position. In India, it would be called Namaste or Namaskara position. Yeah, because we use our hands. And you understand that our hands have special meridians, special points, where exactly get tonified when we are completely coming into this state of being connected. We are being connected to the universal energy, because what Reiki is universal. What we have here, writing of universal, and here we have writing of energy. What Reiki is, it's universal energy. So when we start in the session, when we get ready for the session, always it's a good idea to put our hands together and to go in some special concentration and some special state, what will be Mokuhan state, the other one. But here we will energize our hands. So let's do it for some time, for couple moments, couple minutes. Get ready, just to feel and to learn together this Gassho meditation. Of course, the energy will come from the universe, as I said, so it's always around us. There is no specific place, neither specific direction. Where is energy coming from? We can think it's coming from the cosmos, yes, because we have energy yang, hot and active energy. We can say it's coming from the earth. Yes, it's coming from the earth through our legs. We have the yin energy, but as well, it's around us everywhere. It will come directly through our skin, through every opening in our skin. What we will discover a little bit later when we talk about aura, or when we talk about energy, chi around us. But you understand that we use our hands. So in this condition, in our treatment, hands is the #1 tool, what we can get from our toolbox. So if it's #1, it means it needs to be in a good shape, in a good condition. When we practice Reiki, of course, ideally, we do not wear anything that could take out our energy, like the watch, or like some bracelet made from the metal that it's not a good conductor of energy. If you wear rings with the natural materials are fine. If the metal you use on your rings, either silver or gold, it's fine as well. But if you have different metal or different not natural stones, of course, it will not give any good effect. It could probably do the opposite way, like somehow stop the energy. So minimum accessories on our hands, minimum bracelets. But if you wear it, as I said, natural stones and natural metals like silver and gold, because silver and gold are good conductors. This is all what we need to know about our hands. And of course, we start after we wash our hands, because anything you touch before the treatment stays on your hands, like everywhere, with the energetical memory. You touch money, you touched food, you touch something, and this energy stays on our hands. So ideally, we wash our hands not only to have like physical cleanliness, no bacteria or viruses or microbes, but as well we wash it just to make sure energetically it's clean. But when we do the Gassho meditation, we will do this cleaning as well, energetical way. So if sometime you cannot wash your hands because you are somewhere, no water is not available, don't worry. Just through the meditation, through this concentration and work what we will be doing on the hands, you can do the same. You can cleanse your energy on your hands. So let's do it for a couple minutes, just to understand how we do it and to feel the first impression on it. Hands together and in front of our chest. Of course, the body needs to be comfortable. So if you're sitting or standing, sit comfortably. Do not cross your legs on the same place, like knee crossing over the knee. Your feet ideally you put on the ground, and simply we sit normally, we relax. We can start with the two hands together, or we can do movements of like refreshing or recharging this way of our hands is as well possible. Some people prefer that because when we physically active, mental observe the physical activity, and it's easier to get more connected finally. Okay, so we did so, and simply probably after this movement you might feel already some heat or some electricity or kind of vibration on your hands. It's very interesting to observe the conditions of our hands because in the diagnostics, energy diagnostics, biosen technique as well, in additional Reiki, what we can do, we can diagnose, we can analyze the energy of client simply with our bare hands. So to get in contact with our own hands and to feel the energy on it, it could be a good idea. Because finally, as I said, we can develop this kind of sensitivity up to being available to make a diagnostics with that. So we're concentrating on our hands, and we will breathe in and we will breathe out. Let's start you breathing in normally through your nose. When you're breathing in, your energy is coming into your heart because the lungs are there, right? And you imagine that this energy like jumped into your hands. And when you're breathing out, you're feeling this energy in your hands. Simply we can say we breathe in to our hands. Breathe in through your head. Move energy inside into your heart center. And after that, you breathe in out, your energy staying between your hands. Let's do it a couple of times. You imagine it's like you write the letter L, right? Straight down to your heart, and after that, in your hands directly. Let's imagine that you have a little ball that you want to make bigger with each of your breathing. So you breathe in into this ball, and when you breathe out, you feel kind of resistance between your hands. You feel the energy is getting more dense, more present into your hands. Breathing in normally, when you're breathing out, you really concentrate on your hands. Imagine this presence of energy, like you want to make this ball bigger. After that, you will have your party. The same time, a little bit differently, we can use a little bit different direction. So you can imagine that you breathing right into your palms, like energy from outside, from everywhere, coming into your hands right away. So you always take energy on your inhaling. You exhale, but energy is staying there. Simply to activate, to get connected, to feel that something is changing. Something is getting more alive, more present. Something is getting born, yeah, getting born energy. The baby is getting born, the energetical baby is getting born between your hands. We connect it to the full body, of course. Okay, great. Great. So Gassho is very, very simple. It's breathe with our hands, or breathing into our hands, getting connected with our hands. Some variations you can find. We did the line, the letter L line through the head, coming into heart and into the hands. And we did the second options, just breathe and just getting energy directly, no matter from what direction. The third way, if you want to use, you can engage 2 points. You can engage your hands and your heart center. So it will be a little bit differently. You will breathe into your hands and you will breathe out to your heart. Like the line will be directed like this, direct into your hands, breathing in, and you send it to your heart center. What we can develop with this technique, we can develop what we say consciousness of the heart center. Why it's important? It's important because later with your practice, when, for example, you develop very good intuition, or you develop your vision through the third eye, you might see some images, or you might get some like feeling or ideas. But if your heart center is not developed, you will not understand what exactly I see, what it means, or why I do have these feelings. For understand the visions and the hearings and whatever we have like a phenomena, we need to have the heart center well developed. Not only the third eye center, but the heart center. So when we do Gassho, the third way, through the palms of the hand directly to the heart, this is will develop the heart consciousness, what I said. It will help. It will help as well. It will help the same time to heal your heart. If somebody has some issues, emotional issues, or some people like too sensitive, or too patient, or something like this, or simply after the heart problem, like physical cardio problem, this breathing, Gassho to the heart center, the second tandem is very good to heal the heart as well. So it's a very good combination. Of course, it's not necessary to have our hands always warm when we treat people. Some practitioners, especially new practitioners, people who just get attuned to their Reiki sessions, Reiki practice, they think that right away they need to feel, or they must feel, their hands very, very warm. And they stay surprised, like I already practiced 1 month, or I already practiced on me and on somebody else, and people say I have cold hands, it's never get warm. So if we have the warm hands or cold hands, of course, it's just a question of pleasure for you. If you touch your bare skin, or if you touch somebody's, it's always pleasure to have warmer hands than a colder one. But it does not mean that if your hands are not too hot or not too warm, the energy is not passing through it. The energy always is flowing. It's always there. Just, of course, with the practice and with the experience, and with simply like being there more and more and more and more, opening the channels, opening the points and the centers more, every people's hands, every practitioner's hands will be more warm. It's normal. So it will be. But as I said, it's not that we will need to look for it. Or if it's not warm, if your hands are not warm, so you are not practicing well or something like this. No. It will develop, it will be changed with the time, but the time, we give this time to our practice. Right after we develop the good sensations and good energy in our hands, Gassho, the next step, we can develop the same energetical reinforcement for the full body, Gassho Meiso. Here we will work on the full body. Why? Because energy, as I said, comes through the body, through the all points, and more we connect to the earth, to the sky, to the earth, to the sky, and to the chi, good chi around us, good energy around us. First of all, we are in a better health, because we always practice Reiki as well for us, right? Not only for the client. And after that as well, we will develop this feeling, how to use our body, how to be connected, and how as well more fully feel the energy around us, and feel the energy inside of us. And the same knowing or the same experience will give us the chance to understand how energy is working in the client's body. So this is what we learn right now. Simply, as well, we will start on the heart center. I will introduce you something new, what we call hara. Hara. You see the line, begin breathing through your nose into your hara. What hara is? You see, if this person is sitting, so this is around his navel area, right? Like you just imagine seated cross legs. This is the navel area. The same when we look here on this posture, we're talking about this part, the first energetical center, what we call tanden. And the area in this first tanden we called hara. So this is what we discover. You see, if you go here around the belly of this, in this image, this is where we can find the hara center. We're saying that the hara center or tanden unite three chakras. If you study already chakras, we can say that this is the place for the second chakra, but it's not chakra. It's center, so it's bigger than chakra, and it's this center, the first center, or the hara center, unites three chakras. So if it's located in the belly area, it's always about grounding, because the first chakra or the energy is coming through from the earth. The second chakra itself, sacred navel chakra, and as well the solar plexus is engaged as well in this hara center. So this is when we will be moving the energy. We will move energy to there, and after that we will let the energy be distributed from the body in all directions. Why? Because this is what we call body breathing. Through the body breathing, first of all, we will cleanse the body. It's it gives very great healing effect, because you will get your light, what you will create during the visualization, and you will put this light into your aura. So you will feel not only your body, but you will feel the energy around your body. Plus, after that, we get connected to the earth. And in this way, we connected to the sky, we connected to the earth. And plus the body breathing, the energy is moving everywhere to everywhere. And this is how we will feel completely engaged, being a part of great energy around us. So no limitation, what we say. We are part of great energy around us. So this is what Gassho, Meiso. Now we will practice it. It gives very interesting effects, very healing effect, very relaxing effect. You will feel it. I'm sure you will feel it. And the body breathing, it's one of the main healing technique in Qigong. When we learn Qigong, people who practice Qigong with us, Junyuan School of Qigong, with our master Mintang Xu, body breathing, it's one of our main practice how to heal ourselves from any diseases, because energy will go through all the organs, all the capillaries, veins, all the millimeters, centimeters, all the cells in our body. It's a great techniques, and it's a part of additional Reiki technique, so it's very good. Now we will practice. Couple of minutes, we will practice it. So get yourself comfortable. Sit comfortably. Even you can lie down on this position if you want on this practice, because we don't need so much to be vertical between sky and earth. If you prefer to lie down, it's as well fine. So we will start with the Gassho position. And simple relaxation. With the simple relaxation, we start breathe into our hands. Go ahead with your own idea. Maybe you can breathe directly into your hands, directly, like your nostrils are there on your hands. Maybe for somebody it will be easier start from the real nostrils and move into the hands. It's as well okay. So 3-4 times Gassho, classical Gassho breathing to the hands. If you prefer to keep your eyes closed, you can close your eyes, because it's a meditation. It's a visualization meditation, what we do. We breathe into our hands, Gassho positions, just to be connected with our hands and with this moment and with ourselves. After that, if you prefer, you can put physically your 2 hands on your chest. Just touch with 2 hands, touch your chest. Right now, we're coming into our heart center. We feel energy there, breathing in into your heart center. Through your hands, through your nostrils, as you wish, but your hands touching your heart center, so they are together. Feel your heart. Imagine, move your brain, move your mind into your chest. And you're breathing in, probably you feel your chest a little bit expanding. And when you're breathing out, it's getting a little smaller, just as you inhale and exhale. And we are inside. Imagine this center, imagine this place. You can go with your imagination if you want. You can imagine a golden temple. or something pretty soft, nice, and spiritual, what comes into your mind as your heart center, or simply you are, your energy, your intention is in your heart center. Just staying there, just being there. Keep your body relaxed. Just watch your breathing if your mind are not quiet yet. And each inhale you place into your heart. And exhale stays there. Breathing in, we get some energy, and breathing out, we keep this energy into the heart center. And now let's slide our hands lower on your hara area, near the navel point. Exactly on the navel, you can put a little bit down, a couple centimeters down. And let's now breathe up to that level. As well, you can go from your nostrils, your heart, where you were already, into your hara. Or simply all the time you can think about your hara. Just you breathing in and you're already thinking about your hara. Breathing out, energy stays in this place without imagining how it comes there. Just I breathe into my hara and I keep the energy in hara when I exhale. So simply what we are doing right now, we're creating the pathway to the hara that finally on the breathing in, inhaling, we coming into hara, and now when we exhale, we let the energy coming out from everywhere. Do not concentrate on the special place. If you prefer to put your hands down, palms of the hands just looking up, not connected to your body, it's okay. Because we are breathing in into the hara, and when we breathing out, the energy is coming outside from everywhere, from your skin, from your body, out. And we practice at least 5 minutes. This part of the practice was to breathe into the hara center and to breathe out through the full body. You might be feeling very relaxed. It's usually like this, even sleepy, even like very, very, very relaxed. The second part of this practice, we will get connected to the earth. So now simply pay attention to your feet. and think about the earth. Imagine you are standing, sitting on the grass outside, or your feet touch the water. Earth is our next point of concentration. You will get this connection with the earth. Feel your feet, feel your knees, feel your thighs, feel your hips, tailbone, and finally again the Hara center. The full body connection. And energy inside, traveling everywhere, coming in and out everywhere. Simply the full body is get connected. Every cells in the body, everything in the body is getting connected. Plus, with the breathing out, we are connected completely with the universal energy. And we are a piece, a little piece or a big piece of huge cosmic energy. Just for the moment, feel, get into this condition, like you are completely inside in this fabric of cosmic energy. Feel the energy around you, feel the energy on your left, feel the energy or feel the space in front of you. Feel the space on your right. Feel the space behind you, over your head, and behind your legs. All united. Universal. Universal energy. Reiki. This condition of full relaxation and at the same time full presence. When we are part of great space, when we are part of great existence here, is very important for us as a practitioners when we give treatment, because as soon as we go too much in our personality or the opposite state, when we forget that we are a piece of great energy and a piece of great universe, and we come into our own conditions like mental conditions or emotional conditions, simply thinking about problems or thinking about daily routine, or when we interrupted with something during the practice, this is the moment when we can lose our energy, even during the Reiki practice. You understand why? Because Reiki practice, we need to come into the state when we are the conductor of energy, to be able to conduct this energy, to be able to receive this energy and to provide this energy to our clients, we need to be very, very in neutral state. So, and the opposite, as I said, if we think about too much, wow, what's happened with you? How come you become so ill, so sick? Or we get very much emotional. If I cannot help you, what it will be? Will you die? Are you in suffering or something like this if you think about your client? Or if you are afraid, you do sessions for somebody who had cancer or who has some as well some different conditions, and you are scary at this moment, you're afraid. This is as well the moment when you can lose your energy, because you are not connected anymore to Reiki. You're connected to your own feelings, to your own personality, to your lower personality, or to your individual personality. You know that personal, from Latin word, it means mask. So when we put some mask on us, mask of to be too much worry, to be too much engaged in the result or in something, we become personal. And personal, it's always limited, not connected. So here with this meditation, what we did, we try to be connected with everything, with earth, with sky, with the space around us. So nothing else are the point of our interest, only that, only to be as natural, as big in this case as possible, as free in this case as possible, like a space, you see. Space is not engaged in feelings or in troubles, in everything. It just always existing. It's omnipresence. This is what we need when we treat people with Reiki. We don't need our emotions. We don't need our thoughts. We don't need anything that would limit us, because actually Reiki knows more what needs to be healed. Sometimes you see, we receive somebody, a client is coming, or you have a relative, or you have friend, he's coming and saying, you see, I have a headache. And we think that we need to treat his head. But in reality, he might have a headache because he's not eating well. Or maybe when he eats, there are some emotions engaged, staying at this moment. Or maybe the headache because of something else, you see. But we don't see all the causes and all the problems. And that's why we might plan some kind of treatment that it's not the best. So it's not usually needed to be analyzed and to plan the treatment and to be like too much mindly present in the presence. We need to be present, but we need to be present in universal energy, not in our body touching our client. That's why I always say we are conducting energy. We're like an empty space. If you play flute, we are like a flute. It's empty inside. And only music, only the energy is traveling there. It's not us, not even our intention very often. So this is why this kind of meditation, what we did, brings us into the condition that I'm very stable, I'm very present, but at the same time, I am not engaged in the process. I am not engaged neither with my mind, neither with my emotions. I am very neutral, because only this way, this flute, when it's neutral, can produce the music. Imagine the flute getting very, very, very hot. Okay, we're not capable to use it, right? Or the flute creates something, like change the shape or something, because it wants to do something special. So it's not anymore the instrument for the music, you see. So everything goes with its nature. Healing with the Reiki is healing with the universal energy. It's not healing with our energy. This is why we need to be just present and absent at the same time. You do the Reiki session, you put your hands, you get connected with the energy, you start the session and you are absent. You go in this condition very, very like light trance meditation. This is what is natural, and this is what we need to be during the Reiki sessions. Even later, when you develop the intuition, when you will treat people or you will diagnose people, only in this neutral condition, in this very stable, no mental, no emotional condition, we can receive messages, we can receive images, we can receive ideas how to treat or what's going on with this patient. It's not because we are looking for, it's because we are quiet. So quiet condition is a very important for the good healing. And with this meditation, what we develop this quiet pace. We develop this quiet conditions. What finally will bring the good results in healing.